Nation, stand up and welcome back to the channel. How the hallelujah are you doing? Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you guys are new here, do yourself a favor, subscribe, ring that bell, become part of the Hawkeye Holler Nation today. Your home for adult diecast racing here in the 515, especially if you love monster trucks. That is our main focus here on the channel, but not today, not today. Today, I have a serious question for you guys, the Hawkeye Holler Nation. Have you guys ever gone to Target or Walmart and you guys picked up a 20-pack of Hot Wheels? I have. Many of times. I got plenty of Hot Wheels 20 packs in the back of the garage. But do you guys ever question yourself or question the packaging? Which one of these cars is the fastest? Well, today we are settling that debate. We are going to find out which one of these cars from this 20 pack right here is the fastest Hot Wheel from said 20 pack. We got the speed trap set up right there. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that. We are going to send the cars down the super stretch 3 times and we will get an average number from that car, and then we'll have an overall winner at the end of this day. Now, here's the thing. I have a ton, and I mean a ton, of Hot Wheels that we are going to do. We are going to do every single Hot Wheel in my collection, including the real riders, but those will be like specialty events here later on. But right now, what we're calling this series is what is the fastest Hot Wheel, and this is episode 1. So you're definitely gonna wanna stick around for future episodes. I don't know how long this series is gonna be, but it's going to be quite a while. Cause let me show you what we're working with here. I know you guys wanna get through the video. You guys wanna get to racing. We have the huge box of Hot Wheels Misfits. So this is a huge box. Not only do we have that, we have cars upstairs getting ready to race for the King of the Hill. We got all of these 5 packs, 20 packs, and 9 packs. We have a lot of cars we're going to race in the fastest Hot Wheel. All right, anywho, let's go ahead, head trackside, and see which one of these Hot Wheels is going to be. I got my pen and paper over here. We're ready to race. But before we get started, huge thank you to my pit crew members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you would like to see your name right here, all you have to do is become a YouTube membership. You can find those linked down below. Anywho, I'll see you guys after the video. So as I stated, they are starting up there. They are going to come all the way down, hit the wonderful speed trap. And like I said, each car will do this 3 times. So let's have some fun. I got my pen and paper right here with all the car names. And right there we got our average number calculator. Here we go. All right, let's go ahead and grab our first car out, and that is going to be Winning Formula. So Winning Formula is going to get 3 tries. Well, he's gonna get 3 tries regardless to send it down the track and see if he can post the fastest time. All right, Winning Formula, run number 1, let's go. And he stops at a 4:17. All right, Winning Formula's first run was a 4:17. Let's see what he can do the second run. A little bit slower, 3:96. And for their final run, let's see if they can put down a solid run. A 4:15. All right, there are the numbers he put down. Let's calculate and see what he gets. So a 4:09, not too bad to start off the day. So Winning Formula goes out with a 4:09 average speed. All right, coming up next to the track, you have the Ford GT Race. Now, we know the Ford GTs are notorious for being slow. But let's see if that changes today. Go. A 4:33. A great run from the Ford GT. Let's see if he can do it again. Go. Oh, a little bit slower, 4:12. It's just amazing how much they slow down after their first run. Well, let's do it for a 3rd time. All right, go. A 391, even slower. So the Ford GT race started great with a 433 and he slowly went down after that. But he gets a 412 average, he takes the top spot. So currently it's the Ford GT holding numero uno. Coming up next, you got the purple Dodge Viper. Now this car, not this one here, but a Dodge Viper is our current Race Wars champion. So you know the Dodge Vipers are fast. All right, I think this Dodge Viper is gonna put down a bad lap. Let's go. Oh, only a 389. Dang, I was actually expecting a little bit more speed from the Dodge Viper. Well, let's see what he can do in run number 2. And go. Oh, 428, there we go. That's a blistering lap. All right, the Dodge Viper is starting to get those wheels under him. All right, here he goes, final run. 407. So the Dodge Viper started out slow with a 389, went up to a 428 and then dropped to 407. He's gonna take the lead after this. Oh no, he's not. 408, he's in 3rd place right now. So the Dodge Viper finishes with a 408 average speed. All right, coming up next, you got the Alfa Romeo. All right, let's see if the Alfa can dethrone the Ford. Let's go. A 445, holy smokes. Wow, oh wow, that Alfa is quick. And go. A 444, not much of a difference there. Oh man, I think this Alfa is about to take the top spot. Let's go. A 443. All right, the Alfa Romeo had one of the cleanest runs of the day so far. 445, 444, and a 443. It's going to be a great average number. 444. Holy smokes, that is 32 more than the Ford GT race. The Alfa Romeo is the current leader. All right, coming up next to the track, you got the Lotus Esprit S1. All right, let's see what the Lotus can do. He's nice and light. Go. A 422. It wasn't a bad first run for the Lotus. Just needs to pick it up just a little bit. All right, here we go. Run number 2. A 441. He's picking it up. Right, regardless of those first 2 runs, this should land him 2nd place. Final run for the Lotus Esprit S1. A 439. All right, the Lotus Esprit started out 422, 441, and then a 439, and they get an average speed of 434, enough to take 2nd place. The Lotus is still 10 miles an hour off from the current Alfa Romeo leader. All right, everyone, we are a quarter of the way through the 20 pack. If you guys are enjoying this video, do me a solid, smash that like button down below. All right, let's move on to Formula E. The Formula E is another lighter car. Let's see what kind of lap they can put down. All right, Formula E, it's your turn to take the stage. Go. A 398, a little slow. I think the Formula E is going to start to pick it up from here on out. Let's see what they can do. Drop the gates. A 397. So he's just a mile an hour slower than his first run. Let's see what he can do on run number 3. And goodbye. A 396 flat. So Formula E started out strong with a 398, and he only went down a mile an hour after each run. Let's see what he gets. he gets a 397 average. That puts him in last place currently. So with that 397 run from Formula E, he is in last place. Actually expected more out of this car. All right, up next to the track is our first of 3 Lamborghinis, this one being the Centenario Roadster. All right, let's see how well the first Lamborghini does. Go. A 378, holy moly, slow. Yeah, that's amazing. You think these cars are really fast in real life, but when you get them on a Hot Wheels track, they're real slow. All right, let's see if you can pick it up the second run. 378's terrible. 393, way better. After that first run, he's gonna be in last place after this. Third and final run for the Centenario Roadster. And a 376, terrible. So the Centenario Roadster had a very poor performance. 378, he picked it up on lap 2 with a 393, but then killed it with a 376 on lap 3. And he gets an average speed of 382. That puts him in last place. Very tough break for the Centenario Roadster. Thought he had more. Up next, the Lamborghini Gallardo. Let's see if the older brother of the Lamborghini Centenario, the Lamborghini Gallardo, can put down a blistering speed. And away they go. A 431. That is a great first run from the Gallardo. Run number 2 from the Gallardo. Go. 429, not that much slower. I love this car in red, it's so cool. All right, run number 3 coming up. Let's go, final run. 408, wow, pretty slow. Must have been nicking the track on the way down. All right, the Lamborghini Gallardo had an all right run on the day. Started out with a 431, dropped to a 429, and finished off with a 408. So he gets an average speed of 422. That puts him into 3rd spot. Actually, since we round up, it is a 423. Not too bad. Hawkeye Holler Nation, the Gallardo ends on a 423. You are not going to want to miss the top 3 cars on the podium. Who's it gonna be? All right, just because it looks fast doesn't mean it is. Let's see how well Formulator can do on the speed track. Run number 1 for the Formulator. Can he dethrone the Alfa? Go. 427. Ooh, it's a little slow. Needs to pick it up. 427 isn't bad. Remember that Alfa was in the 440s at one time. Run number 2 from Formulator. Go. Ooh, 425, a little bit slower. All right, I think Formulator can at least get 2nd or 3rd spot on the podium. Right, final run from the Formulator. Go. 424. All right, had a steady decline. All right, Formulator started out strong, but had a steady decline after that. Started with a 427, went down to 425 and 424. Let's see what he gets. He gets a 425 flat. So that means Formulator bumps the Gallardo off of the podium as of right now by 2 miles an hour. All right, I think if there's anyone that can dethrone that Alfa Romeo is the Jag F-Type. Let's see how well he can do in his 3 runs on the speed track. All right, run number 1 from the Jag F-Type. Let's drop those gates. 423, dang, really slow. Thought that Jag would be able to do it, but he is running those trap 5 wheels. Those slow these cars down immensely on track. Run number 2 for the F-Type. Go. Oh, good speed. 422 though. Mile an hour slower than the last. The Jag is going to get one more run. All right, he may get podium after this. We'll see. Away we go. 421. All right, the Jag. I thought he would do better. I guess not. Started out with a 423, 422, and a 421. His average will be 422. Unfortunately, the 422 will not be enough to put the Jaguar on the podium. He'll have to try again next time. All right, Hawkeye Hauler Nation, we are halfway through the 20 pack, and I have a special announcement. This Sunday, you are going to see the monster trucks glow in the dark take on the monster truck Roar and Rumble creatures in an all-out Rainbow Road Battle Royale. It's gonna be amazing. Which one of these teams has what it takes to conquer the Rainbow Road and send their team on to victory? Don't forget, the glow-in-the-dark trucks has the former king who won on the Rainbow Road, Gangster. Oh my gosh, you guys are not going to want to miss this episode. It's going to be amazing. We're going to see lots of crashes, lots of close finishes, so definitely make sure you're subscribed and have that bell rung so you don't miss this epic monster truck action. Also, on a side note, I need to clean that table. Yucky! All right, we're starting the second half of this 20 pack, and it's starting off with Formula Solar. Look for a fast run from this little guy. He's got those little wheels. He's lightweight. Let's see if that helps him or hurts him. Go. $3.99, not bad. He potentially has what it takes to get up into the fours. Number 2 from Formula Solar. A 438, holy smokes. All right, one more run from Formula Solar. All right. Let's do it. He had a 438 last time. Let's see what he can do this time. Final run. A 437, not too bad. All right, Formula Solar started out slow with a 399. He then bumped it up to a 438 and 437. Can he get podium? He gets a 425. That means as of right now, we have a two-way tie for third place with Formulator and Formula Solar. All right, coming up next, you got the McLaren Speedtail. Let's see what kind of lap they can put down. And Alfa Romeo still sitting strong up top. Let's see if the Speedtail can contend. Go. 378, holy smokes. One of the fastest production cars in the world. The Hot Wheels version is boom. Run number 2 from the Speedtail. Very disappointing so far. Go. 395, picked it up a little bit. Final run for the Speedtail coming up. Speedtail cracked the 4s. Let's go. 377. This was a very, very poor run from the McLaren Speedtail. Started with a 378, then bumped up to a 395 and finishes with a 377. He gets a 383 final speed. And luckily the 383 is not enough to put him in last place by 1 mile an hour. He beat the Lamborghini Centenario Roadster. All right, let's see how this open-wheeled V-Dub Bug does on the speed trap. They're up next. All right, V-Dub Bug is ready. Are you? Go. A 452! Holy smokes! Fastest run of the day so far. Much speed, it blew him backwards. Oh my gosh, I think we're about to see a new first place podium. All right, the Volkswagen Beetle is here to play. Run number 2, let's go. 431, a little bit slower, but he put down a blistering lap that first run. The Bug's gonna go for one final run. Let's see what he can do. All right, here we go. 467 from the Volkswagen Beetle. Oh my gosh, what an amazing run from that little Volkswagen Beetle. He started out with a 452, dropped to a 431, and then came back with a 467 with an average speed being 450 miles an hour. With that 450 mile an hour run, that dethrones Alfa Romeo at 444. We have a new first place podium runner. All right, will we see one of these cars break 500 today? I don't know about that, but up next, you got the Arkenstein Rod. All right, the Arkenstein Rod's up next. I think it's gonna be a little slow. He has that front hanging bumper. Let's go. 428, not bad. Actually, a really good pace for the Arkenstein Rod. I thought he'd be in the threes. All right, here we go. 387, there it is. All right, finished with a 387 on lap 2. What can he do on his final and third lap? All right, one final time for the Arkenstein Rod. Can he get podium? 385, not gonna happen. I feel like the Arkenstein Rod had a good run. Started strong with a 428, then went to a 387, and then dropped down to a 385. What's he get? A 400 even, not bad. Fortunately, 400 flat is not enough for podium, but he still had a great run. All right, coming up next to the track, you got one of the alphas in the hypercar world. It's the McLaren P1. All right, let's see if the P1 can be faster than the Speedtail at least. Go. 404, not bad. Now the question is he gonna go up in speed from here or is he gonna get slower? And go. Got a little slower, 403. Right, final run for the P1 coming up next. And away we go. 382, wow, he just decreased steadily. All right, the P1 finishes with a 404, 403, and a 382. And he gets a 396. All right, 396 is far from putting him in last, but he's definitely at the bottom of the pile here. All right, we have come to our final 5 cars of this episode. Up next, you got the Bentley Continental GT. All right, here we go. 421. If he can bump those numbers up a little bit, he may be able to get podium. Let's see what he can do. It's hard for these low splitter cars, but I think he can do it. Go. A 439 sends him flying across the track. The Bentley's really pushing it. Let's see what he can do on lap 3. Final time for the Bentley. 438. Very nice. The Bentley Continental GT started out slow with a 421, bumped it to a 439, just dropped by a mile an hour after that. And he finishes with a 433. All right, that 433 was just 1 mile an hour shy of getting on the podium. Have to try again next time. All right, up next, you got the Mad Manga. I don't know how well they're gonna do, but you know, never know. May have our first last place car. All right, for one of my least favorite Hot Wheels, let's go. 397, all right, did a little bit better than I thought. All right, run number 2. 396 again. So, they only dropped 1 mile an hour after the first run. Go. 378. The Mad Manga started with a 397, then dropped down to a 396 and really plummeted to a 378 after that, and they finished with a 390. Well, it's still not enough for last place. The Speedtail still holds that at 383. All right, with 3 cars to go, we got our third and final Lamborghini, that being the Huracan. And goodbye. 433. The Huracan had a great run. Let's see if we can keep it up. All right, go. 432. Oh, he dropped a little bit. Third run, it's going to need to be a blister. Goodbye. 391. Dang, real slow. right, the Lamborghini Huracan started out really good with a 433, dropped a mile an hour after that, and then really plummeted to 391. He gets an average speed of 419. Definitely not enough for podium, but he still had a good run. All right, if there's anyone that can probably battle that VW bug, it's this Honda Civic right here. Let's see what they can do. And go. 429, not bad. But if they stay in the 430 area, they're not gonna get on the podium. All right, here we go. 448, he's getting there. One more run. If he can get upwards of 450, I think he can get podium. This one's for all the JDM fans out there. Let's go. 447. All right. The Honda Civic at least needs a 434 to get on podium. And he started with a 429, went to a 448, and then dropped to a 447 after that. He gets a 441. Absolute heartbreak for the Honda Civic. He missed the podium by 2 miles an hour. All right, and only one car left. That's the Nissan Z. All right, let's see how clean the Nissan can keep their runs. Go. 445. Right, the Nissan needs to stay around that number to be on podium. Can they do it again? Go. 424. Oh, he dropped a little bit. That's not good. He's running, as I like to call them, the crap fives. They're terrible for track racing. Man, I don't like them. Our final run of this first episode of the fastest Hot Wheel. Here we go. Can they get podium? 423. All right, the Nissan at least needs a 433 to tie for third. He started out really strong with a 445, dropped to a 424, and then to a 423, and he gets a result of 431. Wait, hold the phone, hold the phone. The Honda Civic, I misread. He got a 441. I was looking at second place with a 444 thinking that was third, but no, the Lotus was in third with a 434. So does that mean? That means the Honda Civic made podium. All right, I got all the cars in order and our podium belongs to the 3 fastest cars. Number 1, the Volkswagen Beetle. He had a blistering average speed of 450 miles an hour. Coming in second was the Alfa Romeo. Topped out at 444 for the average, and third place belongs to the Honda Civic at 441. And of course, we got to mention our overall loser of the day, the Lamborghini Centenario Roadster at 382 miles an hour. All right, guys, that is a wrap for our first episode of the fastest Hot Wheel. All right, Hawkeye Holler Nation, that's going to be a wrap for episode 1 of the fastest Hot Wheel. I had a lot of fun with this. You know, it's just, this is something new to the channel, and I didn't think I'd have fun doing it, but guys, I had a lot of fun doing this. Finding out which one of those cars from that 20 pack was the fastest was amazing. I was not expecting that Volkswagen Beetle to come out on top with a 450. Holy smokes, that's fast. Now, when we continue on this series, we will be doing 20 cars at a time. That way we can kind of keep it fun, keep it a nice size length video without being too dramatically long. Now we're going to have fun with it. So we got a lot of cars to get through. This is going to be a series all throughout the year. So you're definitely going to want to stick around and see who can beat 450. Right now, the Volkswagen Beetle, that's our top dog. So we got the records to prove it. So who will we see dethrone that Volkswagen Beetle? A dragster? Brit Speed, a former king? You never know. You never know. Now, it will be surprises who we race. So I'm not going to tell you guys that. But anywho, have a great rest of your day. And do your boy solid. Smash the like button, drop those comments down below. Definitely make sure you subscribe, have that bell rung. If you'd like to help support the channel, I do have a merch store. I have energy drinks linked down below. And I also have pit crew memberships. If you guys don't know what a pit crew membership is, it is my YouTube memberships, $2.99 a month. You know, cheaper than a cup of coffee, as I like to say here on the channel. I know I overuse that, but it is. It's cheaper than a cup of coffee. Let's go to like a gas station. Actually, I think it's cheaper than a gas station coffee. I don't know. Anywho, but guys, go follow the Discord. You guys can find it linked down below. You guys can also find me on Instagram and TikTok. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time here at the Hauler. Peace, love, and Hot Wheels. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.